All right, so we're doing composite Dean Winchester Supernatural versus composite Ben 10, equal stats, out of character. Slick, you want to go over the first win con, or you want me to?
Yeah, I'll throw out my first win con. All right, so
All right.
you've seen me argue this before. So my first win con is time raise.
All right.
Yeah, I'll get the shit for that.
All right. Cool.
And I have one more skin I'd like to give.
Sure.
All right, so time rays are gonna rapidly age Dean into dust. I'm sure you've heard me argue this before.
Yeah. All right. All right. So I'm just gonna argue Dean, due to his accuracy, he's gonna be able to get a shot off to you before you're able to get this off to him. I can explain what I mean by that.
Okay.
Yeah. So like even like as a young man, right? So Dean, even though he had like blood in his eyes, he was like nowhere near like full capability when he was like younger. He was still able to like get an accurate shot off, like a perfect accurate shot on this yellow-eyed demon with the cult, which is what I'm going to be using in this counter from this distance. So what I'm arguing is due to his accuracy and being quick on the draw like he is, I'll be able to get a shot off first to you, cult, which cult like affects non-corporeal demons, it negs demons, it kills like spiritual beings. So I'm gonna be like attacking you. When this bullet hits you, I'm arguing with my accuracy. It's gonna hit you spiritual level, just neg you.
Okay.
I'll post that scan and the time frame too.
All right. Okay. Look at this.
All right.
Oh wow, it was uploaded by Dean Winchester himself. What a mad lad.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah. So basically, even like when this bullet hits, you immediately see it just negging all of this demon's property. It's just completely negs the physical, destroys his soul, all that. Because like these demons, it's supernatural, are literally just like black smoke, like non-corporeal beings possessing like meat suits. That's all. They're just like non-corporeal spirits inside of meat suits. And this bullet completely negs that.
Yeah, he did get a pretty accurate shot off. So, my counter to that, is that like Ben's just gonna like teleport right to him and like use his time raise right there, since like this is like out of character. And I'll get the scan for that.
All right.
Because like since Ultimate Ben can like combine like all the powers like of his aliens, he would have like access to alien access abilities, and we've seen like celestial sapiens can teleport. And I'll get the scan for that in a moment. It's just that I have some stuff to go through.
That's fine.
I got the scan. It's at the 35-second mark.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I seen it. Well, in terms of like teleportation, I would simply argue Dean would be able to predict where he's going to land, and right when he lands, to shoot him due to his like a step precognition. I would argue, and I can explain why.
And
All right. So basically, Dean fought a man later on in life, like Demon Dean. He fought a man named Cole, and Cole essentially explains in the clip I'm going to post that he himself spent his entire life or half his entire life literally like training in like every style of martial art. Basically, like he knows everything. He confirms like he trained in the military as well, and he also literally planned out, as he explains, 1,000 steps on how to take out Dean, quite literally. Whereas Dean, that's what makes it so impressive for Dean, because Dean himself has no prior knowledge whatsoever on this dude. So and like we even see clearly in the clip I'm going to post right after I'm finished explaining, that he's literally just staying a step ahead of him, if not far more, throughout this entire thing. Like everything he's about to do to Dean just stays a step ahead and completely finesses, predicts everything he's going to do, and that's 1,000 planned out for half his life on Dean, whereas Dean doesn't even know anything about this dude, and yet he's staying steps ahead of him like this. So I'll get the clip for you. You can see it too. How you just can't.
you don't need to post it. I've already seen that before with your debate with Alistair. But my counter to that is that Ben is just gonna like create clones. Like,
Oh, all right.
I'm pretty sure it's in that same. Okay, no, it isn't. I'll get the clip where he actually like creates clones.
All right.
Alright, I got the clip. I'm just gonna send it over. So it's
All right.
at
Cool.
1 minute 20.
Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah, I know about him being able to duplicate. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember this.
so we see like those clones can like create like this like artificial like black hole that the guy who's like fighting was sucked into. So I'm gonna argue he's gonna do the same thing to Dean.
All right. Well, I'm going to argue that from here, that Dean has something known as the rabbit's foot, which grants him passive luck manipulation. And I'm going to argue that this will allow Dean to make it to where, due to his passive luck, he doesn't actually get harmed at all. And it would make him actually shoot you without you even being able to do anything. Passive luck. And it's passive as well. And I'll show you what I mean too. I can post scan.
Okay.
I'm basically like manipulating like extraordinary, like positive probability. It's like extraordinary, like luck hacks, passive. It's like because it's like it's this rabbit foot, for example, it's in his pocket, and it's just like automatically just working. He doesn't have to activate anything. It's just automatically there, like passively around the entire area, and it's both offensive and defensive. Basically, allows him to. It's going to allow him to like make things go his way due to the passive luck. But I'm gonna get the scan right here or clip. Yeah, so like in that first scan, you literally just see how it works very blatantly. And at the very end, like I just want to add this on, but it's funny. Dean literally says like, "I'm Batman." Like that's how freaking incredible this. Like it's quite literally extraordinary. Just passive luck hacks makes things go your way. It doesn't even matter.
All right, I'll look at this.
And it's a short clip, so it's like all in. It's really all in the same thing. It's not too long. It gives the whole detailed explanation. Like it gives him even more. I already like demonstrated his accuracy earlier, but this even gives him quite literally perfect accuracy to the point where he even clogged up this dude's pick right before the dude even realized what he was about to do with it. Completely got a perfect accuracy, clogged it up.
All right, I watched the first clip. I'm gonna watch the second one now.
All right, just for context though, like the first one was proven like it works offensively and both defensively, and the second one shows like it even allows Dean to like have this passive luck with things that are like faster than his own perception. I know we're equal, but I'm just putting that out there because it makes it even more impressive. Like for example, at this point in the series, Dean couldn't even perceive bullets. This is like early on, and yet this allowed him to avoid several bullets from a close range as well. So like it even allows him to do stuff that's even above his pay grade. That's how much this goes, like this passive luck.
All right.
Yeah. Go like 16 seconds in and watch from there on the second one.
All right.
I wanted to add on, you also clearly see it makes the stuff bounce back at the person too. That's how intense the actual luck is itself.
Okay.
Like those bullets damn near just nipped her. Lucky herself.
Yeah, he has luck hacks, but like, how does this like really like counter like him getting sucked into a black hole?
Because the whole luck manip, you won't even be able to do it unless you have like a resistance to passive luck hacks, because it's going to make things go his way. You're literally in the zone of literal like just passive luck hacks, which is already working before Alien X even thinks or even Ben thinks about it because it's literal passive. So you're already in the loop.
Well, yeah, we've seen that like with like the luck hacks, he has like really like precise aim and like really good defense, but how is that like exactly gonna make it like the battle go his way?
Well, like for example, even at the start of the fight, right? Like the luck hack is already going to be there because it's just passive. So before you, literally, when you go to move, your plan won't even go your way. You'll just be dead because I already shot you. It's like that dude who tried to shot Dean and make a move. Dean did it before he even had a chance to do anything due to the passive luck. The passive luck is what's controlling everything, not even Dean himself. Like it's manipulating luck and essentially fate. It's like a mild form of fate manip.
Okay, so like you're arguing like precog with luck hacks?
Well, yeah, like the precog was the first, but
Yeah. Okay.
you argued
So
like the
and
duplication, but I'm saying the luck hacks would prevent you from even duplicating because Dean would just shoot you due to the luck hacks because it would make things go his way, like it shows in these scenes here. And like these characters can't even do anything about it because they're like, and people who are trained with super equipment, have supernatural rituals and stuff, they can't do any, they can't manipulate it back. You would have to have some type of like luck hacks yourself or like negative luck hacks or like
yeah,
probability manip or like, yeah.
yeah. Let's see if this.
And as we do, I want to add on even more. Like as we see in the clips, this literally allows him just to not be harmed. So even if they were to like think about performing the strategy of like forming this black hole, it's like for even doing that themselves, and they already be in the loop, like passive.
So like, do like the luck hacks like prevent him from like all like sorts of attacks?
Yeah, there's really nothing. Literally, it just surrounds the actual area with passive luck, and the user, you know, so extraordinary they're not going to be harmed from, it. And it allows them to have perfect at the same time perfect offense and. It's like that Dean, if he like literally in these clips himself isn't doing any of that. Quite literally, like in a way, fate itself doing it. Like Pat literal like this passive luckiness. Because like he literally lets the dude run at him too, and like it's the luck that literally turns his body out of the way in that first clip, and everything else you see too. Just like with the whole bullet dodging thing, it's like that's allowing him to perceive something and like move something that's not even he can't even comprehend at that point. Like it's pretty potent luck hacks. I would definitely argue. You there?
Yeah. I have a question for that like luck stuff.
All right.
Like how exactly like would it prevent him from getting BFR'd?
Because Alien X won't be able to like whoever's like using that right won't be able to do it because of the luck hacks. They'd be doing something completely different, like you should in the clips here. It's like when they go to do it, they would just do the opposite. Basically, it's the thing, or they would miss. It just wouldn't really happen. And it's actually really consistent too with the rubbish, especially with Dean. Not to mention when you're already into like the passive loop, we also seen it allows Dean, like I'm just gonna say it's just gonna neg you with the Colt gun too at the same time as part of the actual argument. It's both defensive offense. So it's like before you even can duplicate and try to like move around, it's gonna allow him to just the luck itself is gonna just literally let Dean put his gun up and shoot you, and you're just gonna stand there and let it happen due to the luck.
All right. Well, I have a question for that. Could this like work on like people like who are like above like concepts?
Whoa, like who? Who's above a
Like,
concept?
because I was gonna argue that like Ben was like above time
Whoa, okay. With based off what?
because because we like saw Alien X like recreate time and space like itself in like that like universe.
I mean, sure, but I would just like to ask this: what inherently makes? I'm just right. I'm just asking, but what would inherently make recreating a universal space time inherently make you like above the concept of time?
Well, I'm not like saying he's like really above like the entire like concept of time. I'm just like arguing that like he's like conceptual, like above like conceptual like things.
Yeah, but again, why would creating like just a universal space time be on that level though? So it's like just wondering, like what makes that conceptual and makes him above that? Because
Maybe
just like a universe, that's why I'm wondering, like a universal space time.
I mean that would technically still be like conceptual if he's like recreating the time and space in it.
Well, you have to prove why it would be conceptual though. A pretty big claim, and like a big claim wouldn't like a concept. That's a pretty big claim. Just saying it is that really doesn't prove it. Because how do we know? Right? I'm just saying, how do you know he's actually recreating the actual concept itself of time and he's above it? Because, right, this is like hypothetical, but why? 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 Because, right wouldn't it just be linear time, for example? Why would it be the concept though?
Yeah, I guess you're right about that. So for Dean, you're like trying to like argue passive fate manip, right?
Well, technically labeled as passive, like extraordinary luck, but it still acts as a form of like right then and there type of fate manip. It's like mild fate manip, but it's just like, yeah, it's mostly like raw passive luck to the point where it just allows him to just take it. It allows him to like not get hurt. It allows the whole, and it affects the entire area. Meaning he doesn't even have to like press a button to do it. It's just already there working from the get go. As you've seen too in the room there, like he just walks in. As soon as he walked in that room, everything was immediately hooked on his way and his outcome. The luck.
Let's see if I have a direct counter to this.
Slick, did you leave?
No, I'm still here because I'm pretty sure I have a direct counter to luck manipulation. I'm just gonna find that shit.
Alright then.
Yeah, I think I might not have a counter to luck hacks.
I would just drive home that point again if you want, but if you don't need, like, what do you think? You accept it or what?
Yeah, sure. I'll accept the luck stuff.
All right. So with that, so you would basically say, like, your whole first anything to me in your first win con really wouldn't work due to that.
Yeah. I'd like to ask, does it like grant like immunity to like time hacks? Because I'm just gonna argue time manipulation.
I mean, the thing is, your character who's like manipulating time overcome passive luck probability manip.
I mean, like does
well, yeah, like before you use the hack though, it's like the character's still in the passive luck hacks where you see it's a thing. So like Dean's still just gonna shoot you, and you won't even get to do it. You're just gonna like be doing nothing. It's like you're still in the loop, like the actual luck loop. And sure, while this is out of character, but it's still the thing is like I want to ask though, like who you gonna try to use? I don't want to like straw like.
Yeah, I was gonna use like Clockwork's like time hacks.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, again, so I would still stick by my luck hacks. Like, you just won't be able to do it.
Shit, yeah, I actually don't have a counter to luck hacks, and okay, yeah, you win.
The debate?
Yeah, you won.
All right.
A concession?
Yep.
And that's what happens when you debate someone with supernatural characters. This one happens.